Hi guys, how are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. As for me, I'm doing great and I hope God is protecting each and every one of you. Today is another beautiful day. Your girl is glowing. Anyways, thank you so much for joining on today's video. Today we're going to have a sit down and I'm so excited about today's topic because most of you guys have been requesting me about this topic. Anyways, if in case you don't know me, my name is Harriet Anabo. I'm a content creator from Kampala, Uganda, and apparently we're in the Pearl of Africa. We're in Uganda. And first of all, I want to thank each and everyone who has supported me, my people from the diaspora. If you're watching me from Kenya, Ethiopia, oh my God, too much love. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking about my experiences and culture shocks as a Ugandan in Ethiopia. By now, you guys know that I've been to Ethiopia and I can't wait to go back to Ethiopia. And some of you, I saw some of your comments. You guys were requesting me, Harriet, can you please tell us about your experiences, especially the people who want to go to Ethiopia? Yeah, because as for me, I'm so excited to share with you guys about my experiences and culture shocks as a Ugandan. And yeah, so guys, stay tuned from the beginning of this video up to the end and let's dive into today's topic. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about my first impressions of Ethiopia. Let me tell you, actually, before going to Ethiopia, I've seen like some people traveling, some of my friends have been to Ethiopia. So I was like, oh, so Ethiopia looks like this, really? I was like, this place looks like it's not even Africa. Guys, I'm being honest. But when you go to Ethiopia, actually, you realize this. Because when I was there, oh my God, I think you guys watched each and everything. I was just mind blown. I've never been to a place like Ethiopia. You understand? Ethiopia gives you the vibes of Dubai, America, places like that. Let me tell you, it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. The vibe of the cities talk of Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa is extremely beautiful because you guys know I was actually on, I went to, I think, I went to Haral, and then I went to Addis Ababa. Yeah, I was on in the two places, that is Haral and Addis Ababa. But let me tell you, I had the best of my time. Addis is so developed, guys. It's not even sugar coating. But let me tell you, if you have never been to Ethiopia or to Addis Ababa, because Addis Ababa actually is the capital city of Ethiopia. You guys need to visit Ethiopia, You need to visit Ethiopia because, oh my God, Addis, 10 out of 10 minus nothing. I'm telling you. You guys, let me tell you, even just talking about it, I feel like I'm missing it already. I don't know, I think by the time you watch this video, maybe I'll already be in Ethiopia because I'm looking at visiting again. Yeah, but Ethiopia really feels different from East Africa. For those ones who don't know, actually, Ethiopia is an East African country, yes, but extremely developed. I've been to Tanzania, I've been to my country Uganda, I've not been to Rwanda, I've been to Kenya, but let me tell you, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia is extremely developed. Very developed. My first impressions of Ethiopia, 10 out of 10 minus nothing. The vibe of the city, the people, I'm telling you, the people are the warmest. But I had the best of my time. I went to places like Bulbula Park, that is Bole Bulbula Park. I went to places like Entoto, Arada Park, Friendship Park, the National Museum of Ethiopia, where you find the fossils or the remains of Lucy. Yes, and I went to the National Palace Museum of Ethiopia. Guys, let me tell you, though when I went to the palace, most of you guys were telling me, Harriet, you didn't go inside because I was just visiting the Haile Selassie's car, the luxurious cars, But maybe this time when I visit Ethiopia, I'm looking at exploring more because, Addis Ababa's got a lot to offer. Also other places, let's see, But anyways, I had the best of my time and Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, it really superseded my expectations. Let me also talk about the language barrier. So for those ones who don't know, actually, Ethiopia was not colonized. Yeah, Ethiopia was not colonized. It resisted colonialism. I think if you watched my videos when I went to the Adwa Victory Memorial, I showcased the warriors, the people that fought for Africa. I should say that they're the people who fought for Africa. They're the Pan-Africans, So there are statues over there. When you go to the memorial, you will find people who fought, the soldiers that fought in the war or the battle of Adwa Victory, So since they were not colonized, they only speak Amharic. you know. Yeah, and me, where I come from, we speak English and Luganda. Like Luganda, because I come from Uganda, you know. So I really had different. I really had some kind of challenges with the language. I must say I had a language barrier. Let me even not lie. But at the end of it all, guys, I love the experience, because when you travel, you learn more cultures, you learn about the people, and also the language. I was able to come up with words like salam salam. If you're watching me from Ethiopia, salam salam, and that is how like they greet, like hello or how are you, something like that. And then I also learned something like. Namasganalo. It means thank you. And I learned something like Salamno Indinanesh. Yeah, it's Indinanesh. Yeah, that is like Indinanesh is when you're greeting like a woman. Indina when you're greeting like a man. Guys, drop a comment. So I was able to learn like some of the things in Amharic. Like I was so happy to learn at least some words of Amharic, because guys, let me tell you, it's not. I just wish I stayed there longer, but because of my visa, actually for those ones who don't know, and you're from Uganda, Ugandans, you are not visa free with Ethiopia. You understand? Even them, they're not visa free with Uganda. So you have to pay for a visa, even though you're using a flight, even though you're using a bus. The good thing is that even you can travel to Ethiopia by bus. Because some of you are asking me, how did you reach Ethiopia? I used the bus, okay? Yeah, that is one of the cheapest ways of traveling to Ethiopia, because it's extremely cheap, actually. Yeah, but again, you have to pick the bus from Kenya. So kind of hard and easy, because I was having some Ethiopian friends that really helped me out. Shout out to you, Natinel. Shout out to you, Noni. Some of my Ethiopian friends really helped me out with learning. Guys, let me tell you, Ethiopians are really kind, very nice people. Oh my God, I really had a blast in Ethiopia. You know. Let me also talk about another culture shock, which is a food culture shock. I'm telling you, you guys know where we come from. I'm used to matoke. I'm used to posho, which you can call ugali. Now, when I went to Ethiopia, guess what? I really had a food culture shock. I think this is the only thing that you can do if you miss your home foods. They are there, but you don't find the exact posho, because for them posho is ugali, for those ones who don't know, because for them they have like a different flour, but they take it as ugali. For us, we take it as ugali. So matoke, I don't think I saw matoke in Ethiopia, you know. So they have foods like injera. I had the injera experience. I loved it, guys. Let me not lie, I loved it, though it digests like very fast. I loved the injera, because I think before actually traveling to Ethiopia, I was interacting with Ethiopians who are living in Uganda, and I was taking injera. I took tips. I took buna, macchiato. But let me tell you, I was kind of used, okay, to injera. Not that used, but kind of. But when you're in Ethiopia, you will not resist eating injera almost each and every day, because that is like their staple food there. Like it is common there to eat injera, you understand? So that was a culture shock to me. Yeah, and another culture shock was eating with hands from a shared plate. Ethiopians are the people that don't eat alone. Literally, you find them when they're eating food, they sit like in a circle, and they even call you. They're like, oh, come and join us, like, come and join us, oh sister. And then, oh my God, guys, let me tell you, I don't know if they're just the warmest people I've ever met, but Ethiopians are really warm people, I must say. So if you want to visit Ethiopia, just pack your bags and go, because you have the best of your experience. Starting from the immigration, me, I had the smoothest immigration, I must say. The people, when you sit with them, interact with them, sometimes you might have language barriers, but they'll pick, or you can even use sign language and all that. But eating with hands, that thing really shocked me. Okay, even where I come from, we use hands, but forks, people use tools, spoons, forks here and all that. But Ethiopians, they love eating food with hands, you know. And again, spices, they love spices. It's sour taste, especially the injera is kind of fermented, something like that. They first ferment it for some days to come up with a whole, you know, the whole piece of injera. So it has that kind of sour taste. Then they have this thing of fasting foods, you know. Sometimes actually in a week there's some days that they fast and they don't eat, I think, meat. Guys, me, I'm telling you, I had like a lot of culture shocks in Ethiopia. Let me also talk about the coffee culture. Now, for those ones who don't know, actually, Ethiopia is a country where coffee originated from. So if you go to Ethiopia, you are going to expect coffee culture. If you want to have a proper coffee culture, because for them they have proper coffee cultures where you have like a setup, and I'm forgetting the name of those small cups. If you're watching me from Ethiopia, maybe you can remind me where you have like a ceremony, like grass, they spread like grass on the floor. Hey, I'm telling you, etan, that scent, that bees smelling so good. Actually, I'm told it chases away bad energy, which is good, you know. So I was shocked about the coffee culture, because in Uganda I never had a coffee culture, but in Ethiopia I had one. It's called traditional coffee culture, and it's really, really treasured in Ethiopia. So if you ever go to Ethiopia, be sure to also try out the coffee culture experience, you know. Like, coffee is taken seriously in a daily life in Ethiopia. Like, literally, I don't know, guys, don't come for me, Ethiopians, but I was shocked. Like, people literally take coffee even when it is hot. Like, like where I come from in Uganda, it's very rare to find someone taking coffee, I must say. So it was kind of like a culture shock, but I understand now, because coffee originated from Ethiopia. So whenever you go to Ethiopia, you're going to have it like a daily routine. Like, that's a routine. Like, even everywhere I would go. Oh, thank you so much for Ethiopians who used to offer me free coffee, guys. Me, I loved the free coffee. Like, literally, where you go to, they'll always call you, come and take, sister, come and take free coffee, come and take. Hey, I'm telling you. So I used to drink coffee like oftenly, I must say. Even as in Ethiopia, I even forgot about taking like water, because I used to take like, I don't know, in a day I used to take like something like maybe 4 cups or 3 cups of coffee. I'm telling you. Because not even buying them, like people just calling you like, come and taste the coffee and all that. Yeah, so coffee culture, it was really a culture shock to me. Let me talk about the dress code and modesty. I'm telling you, that is another thing that shocked me as a Ugandan in Ethiopia. If you've ever been to Ethiopia, I think you guys can relate, you know. And hey, I'm telling you, the dressy traditional clothing, which they call Habesha Kemis. Yeah, the women have that traditional outfit. I never got it in Ethiopia because I moved on budget. Don't do that mistake. Because there's a lot to buy in Ethiopia. So if you ever go to Ethiopia, be ready to carry some extra money, because there's a lot to buy. So this time around, maybe, hopefully, I'll buy a dress, because they are the ladies, especially when they have like ceremonies and they're going for church. Because I also went to one of the Orthodox churches on a Sunday, and that was the same dressing, like the women dressing those long dresses, which they call Habesha Kemis. They also have like, I think, a market where you can go and buy it at a lower price, I think. I'm forgetting the name of that place. I think we went there with one of my friends, Kobenata. Yeah, but there you can get something at a kind of a cheaper price. Like, they sell those traditional clothings over there. I'm telling you, how women and men dress in public is extremely shocking, but in a good way. But because literally they cover themselves almost the whole day. Like, the ladies, it's very hard to, okay, they are there, yeah, some of them like dress the way they want, but most times they have that traditional clothing. Like, it just shocked me, like the way they dress, the ladies. It's just beautiful, you know. Let me talk about another culture shock, which is religion and traditions. Orthodox Christianity influence is over there. I'm telling you. I think I was interacting with one of my Ethiopian friends. Shout outs to you, Kidest, if you're watching this. She's one of my good Ethiopian friends, and she was telling me, I think in Ethiopia, Orthodox are more than Muslims. That's what I was told. Like, they are more. Like, there is Orthodox Christianity influence over there. Fasting seasons and holidays, they value those a lot. You find, like the way I explained to you and I told you, like in a week they have those days whereby they can fast and they don't eat meat, even though you go to a restaurant and I think you can get it, but they will tell you that, me sister, today I'm not eating meat because we are fasting. I'm telling you, when it comes to religion and traditions, they don't joke. Ethiopians don't joke with that. Like, I'm telling you, it is so crucial there. Let me also talk about the time, punctuality, and lifestyle. That's another thing that also shocked me, guys. Ethiopian time system is a huge culture shock. Hey, I'm telling you guys. When I went to, I think when I went to Ethiopia, my phone was set in the Western time, should I call it? Yeah, something like that. But for them, they have this thing of 12-hour system. You understand? Like, I don't know even how if you're watching me and you're from Ethiopia, I think you can drop a comment. They for you, the time you call, like maybe 8 p.m., there's the way they call it in Ethiopia. It was really a culture shock to me. I'm telling you, I was shocked about the time. Ethiopian time system, I was shocked. Another thing that shocked me is, why is it that the time in Ethiopia, like, Ethiopia gets dark very early? Like, I think I discussed this with one of my friends, and I was like, have you realized that here in Ethiopia, before even reaching 6, it's already getting to dark? Why is it like that? Like, I cannot relate that thing up to now. Maybe you guys can drop a comment. Yeah, so it was kind of like a culture shock to me, I must say. Let me talk about also the social life and friendliness. You might ask me a question: are Ethiopians welcoming to foreigners? 100%. 100%. I'm telling you, Ethiopians love foreigners. I'm telling you. I'm not even sugarcoating on this, but if you've been to Ethiopia, you guys can relate. Guys, I never wanted to leave Ethiopia. That one tells you I had the best of my time. They are so friendly. Like, they are so nice. Like, everyone who I met was just so incredibly nice to me. Ethiopians love foreigners. So if you're out there, you want to go to Ethiopia, just pack your bags. You have the best of your time. Like, making friends in Ethiopia is very easy. Like, they're just so warm. Ethiopians are just like that. Like, I used to talk in my videos and people would be like, Harriet, are you sure? Are you sure? But guys, even when I was in Kenya, it was still the same thing. I met one of the ladies. I think I went to Karen Farmers Market, and I met one of the ladies. Shout outs to Salam. And she has a Salam cafe. Yeah. But let me tell you, she was the same. Like, literally, they are the same. There was no difference. Literally, she relocated to Kenya, but she still has that, that kind of heart. They're just so loving. They just love foreigners. Yeah? I'm telling you, like, you have the best of your time, I must say. Hospitality experiences, 10 out of 10 minus nothing, Yeah, so let me also talk about another culture shock, which is dating, relationships, and gender roles. You might ask me how dating culture differs from Uganda. Let me tell you, don't get me wrong, I was not dating in Ethiopia, but hey, I got a culture shock. Literally, I used to go to parks like Friendship Park. I go to parks like Arada Park. I went to Piazza. Ethiopia actually is known to be with beautiful parks, of which I have got like a lot of beautiful fountains. There's also the fire fountain in Piazza. That is where like people go and hang out. People like lovers go to places like parks to go and hang out. I'm telling you, there's a time actually we were doing a video, me and my friend. Like, a lot of times we used to go to parks, but we used to ask ourselves, like, what are we doing here? What brought us here? Because the love, the public affection, like, oof, it was just so rare to me. Like, I'm telling you, dating there, people, they're just like whites. Like, they're just free. Like, you find couples and young couples, they're in love. Like, I was asking my friend, like, why is it that your people here, like, they date at a younger age? And then I think he told me it's common there, like, it is okay to start dating from a younger. Guys, it is so beautiful seeing a couple, like, oh my god, it was so beautiful, like, I'm telling you, they don't mind about what people will say. Hey, come to my country, people will start judging you, like, see those ones. But Ethiopia, they're just like maybe in another different continent and all that. Like, they just live their life. Like, they don't mind about what you say, you understand? But where I come from, even dating, like, they see you with maybe a young girl, or when you guys are young, but both of you, they will start judging you, like, look at those kids, what are they doing? They're still young. But it's not like that in Ethiopia. So it was really, really different. It was a really different vibe, like, whole different experience and all that. Yeah. So that was another culture shock that I received when I was in Ethiopia. But guys, I loved it because it was really so rare. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, Sometimes we could be like, oh, I just wish we had our lovers here, guys. I'm telling you, it is just so beautiful watching couples, you know, the way they relate, the way they hang out in parks. Eish, I'm telling you. So it was really a culture shock to me, I must say. Let me talk about the transport and city life. So tell me why Addis Ababa doesn't allow border borders. Is it general in the whole of Ethiopia? Because even when I went to Haral, they had what we call bajaji. For them, they call it, I think, bajaji. For us, we call it here tuk tuk. It's tuk tuk. It's not border. You understand? But it's like a public means of transport. You know. So I was kind of like shocked because me where I come from in Uganda, we are used to that. We are the country that is known to be having a traffic jam of border borders. So I thought, actually, that is another thing that also shocked me, because even I was asking my friend, why aren't there border borders in Ethiopia? Guys, if I tell you that Ethiopia is on another level, I'm not even kidding on this. They don't allow border borders. They have a shop. They have shops whereby they sell scooters, but those scooters are supposed to be used somewhere else, not in the VIP road. Bole VIP. You will never find scooters. All you find are the cyclists, pedestrians walking, and cars. So I feel like literally everyone in Ethiopia needs a car. Like when you're in Ethiopia, cars are normal, like Ubers, rides. They call them rides, you know. And they're not actually that expensive, I must say, because when I was there, I think I used a lot of rides. Public transport experience, I had the best. And they have also got the BRT, they have got the trains, I'm telling you. Like you travel cheap. They have electric buses, of which you travel cheap. 20 bir, 30 bir, 50 bir, I'm telling you. You can either use the train and it will put you in each and every place. There's Meskel Square, there's Megenenya. Actually, that train is in Megenenya, which is like a meeting point in Ethiopia, because that train takes you each and everywhere. I think there are trains each and everywhere, I must say, you know. So don't even mind about transport means. But me, I was shocked. It was just like a culture shock to me because, Ethiopia is on another level. I'm not even kidding on this, guys. Actually, I was told in Ethiopia, if they find you walking on the bike lane, you can even be charged. They follow rules in Ethiopia. That was another culture shock. Literally, I could shoot a video and forget I'm in Ethiopia. And then I'm stepping the bike lane. People used to tell me in the comment section, Harriet, please don't step the bike lane. They will charge you. Guys, it was serious. I asked around, it was serious. I'm telling you. But what I loved from Ethiopia, traffic jam, it's very rare. Maybe in the evening, like rush hour. Yes, it can be there. Though it is not this crazy traffic jam. So the city life and its transportation altogether, I don't think it is. Transportation is not that expensive. Maybe when you decide to use the rides each and every time, it can be a little bit expensive. They also have an underground bus terminal. When you go to the Adwa Victory Memorial, they have an underground bus terminal. I showcased it. Guys, me, I was shocked. Me, every time I could walk around Addis Ababa, I was like, oh my goodness, where am I? I'm telling you, it gives you the vibes of America, vibes of Dubai. Just walk in Ethiopia at night. It's on another level, the lighting, I'm telling you. You might ask me a question. Are you safe as a foreigner to walk around Ethiopia? Yes. But don't break the rules, because you might be charged just walking on the bike lane. Or you can call it the cyclist lane, because they have the side of the pedestrians where you can walk from. They also cater for the blind spot is also there. If you step on the cyclist lane, you can be charged. I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding on this. That was a culture shock to me. That was a culture shock to me, because me where I come from, it's really people don't just follow rules just like that, just like the way I was in Ethiopia. It was extremely different for me, you understand, a different vibe. That was a culture shock, I'm telling you. Let me also talk about the prices and cost of living. When it comes to food prices, I must say, when I was in Ethiopia, I used to cook a lot. So I think when you're out there trying to buy foods, you might kind of spend, but when you cook for yourself, I think it's kind of cheap. Yeah. Transport costs, it's not that expensive using public means, the way I explained to you. So me, I must say, if I compare Ethiopia to Uganda, of course Ethiopia is kind of expensive compared to where I come from, Uganda. Me as a Ugandan, I was extremely shocked by a lot of things. So me being a Ugandan, you might ask, how did people treat me? Extremely amazingly beautiful. I had the best of my time. I won't even lie. I won't even lie on this. Like the way I told you, Ethiopians love foreigners. Like me as a Ugandan, they treated me so well. And that is how they treat foreigners. When you're in Ethiopia, actually, they'll even give you like more attention. I don't know. They're just so kind. They're just so loving. My biggest culture shocks were the foods, the time system. You guys drop a comment. I'm forgetting how but they told it to me, though it's kind of hard to pick, you know. So it was like a culture shock to me. Also, the coffee culture was one of my biggest shocks, because literally there's coffee everywhere you go. Like you take coffee from morning to evening. You're taking coffee, which is different from where I come from. Guys, another culture shock that I had actually forgotten to speak about is the electricity and daily life. Let me tell you, I think one day I had gone to shoot a video, and then I met one of the Ethiopians, and then I asked this person, why is it that Ethiopia keeps on lighting each and every time? Like literally seeing power outbreaks, it's very hard. Like power cut, it's very hard in Ethiopia. And actually I'm told electricity in Ethiopia is actually very cheap, since they have the dam. Electricity in Ethiopia is extremely cheap, because literally each and every building is shining. Like they have lights. Ethiopia is full of lights. Like if you move in Ethiopia at night in Addis Ababa, if you move in Addis Ababa at night, I'm telling you, it's extremely shiny. Like so the guy told me actually electricity is actually very cheap in Ethiopia. Literally you can pay like maybe $5 per month. That is how cheap it is. Drop a comment if you're watching me from Ethiopia, but that is what I was told. Another culture shock was the language barrier, because they speak Amharic. Ethiopia was not colonized. Yeah, they resisted colonialism. So when you go to Ethiopia, expect people speaking Amharic. Don't get me wrong, some of them they speak English. Yeah, they know English, but most of them they will speak with you in Amharic, I'm telling you. So if maybe you ever come from the diaspora, maybe you can get like a tour guide who will explain more. Because me, when I was in Haral, actually we had to get a tour guide, because we wanted to visit like places like the Haina place where you find the Haina man. We had to get a tour guide to take us around Harao, Jogol, the new Haral, and places like that. So you might need a tour guide. You cannot walk alone when you go to, especially to places like Haral. People speak a lot of Amharic, so that was a culture shock to me. Yeah, if you ask me what I fell in love with, I must say, first of all, it's the people. I fell in love with the people. I fell in love with the culture, the way the ladies dress. Hey, it's just so beautiful. So I fell in love with those. If you ask me the things I struggled to adjust to, of course, it's the language. I kind of struggled to adjust to the language, I must say. Also, the time system, the Ethiopian time system. That one also was another thing that I struggled to adjust to. Advice I would give to the Ugandans visiting in Ethiopia, or anyone who wants to visit Ethiopia. But to the Ugandans who wanna visit Ethiopia, I think all you need is the visa, because you need to get a visa. Even though you're using the airport or you're flying, you will still have to get a visa, because we are not visa free with Ethiopia, okay? And the things you need not to do, of course, you're supposed to follow the rules like I explained to you. Don't walk on the cyclist lane. You're going to be charged or even arrested. I'm told there actually, if they charge, like sometimes they ask you to come and clean a dish. It's not actually a joke. It's not a joke, guys. Me, it was a culture shock to me. The food tips, of course, you're going to eat a lot of injera, you take a lot of macchiato, you take a lot of buna, because they take coffee. Ethiopia is known for coffee, okay? So those are the things that you will expect. As a Ugandan in Ethiopia, those are the culture shocks that I got. And I think, let me be ending this video from here. And if I didn't talk about anything, you can drop a comment and let us know in the comment section. But to all the Ethiopians who are watching, thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for the endless support. I can't wait to come back to your country. I think even by the time you guys are watching this video, I'll already be in Ethiopia, because they are having team cut very, very soon. So I need to be there. So see you very soon in Ethiopia. Yeah, but Ethiopians are, oh my God, you guys loved me. You guys supported me. Oh, thank you so much. You guys were so kind to me. You know, I think that is one thing that is bringing me back to Ethiopia, because of the kindness of the people, the hospitality. I'm telling you, everyone was just so nice. Ethiopians are generally so warm, I must say. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate. But that was it for this video. If you've watched me from beginning to the end, thank you so much. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share. See you in my next video. I love you all. Love is for free. Share the love. Ciao, ciao.